Promote each piece of content systematically. Here's the secret sauce to niche marketing. If you pick the right niche and you get this right, you are 99% on the way to making solid money off the internet. You're not quite there yet, but you're getting close. These promotion tips are geared towards the type of content you produce. Follow each suggestion under each content type to maximize your content's visibility on the internet. Blog posts or website posts. If you're putting up any kind of new content on your blog or your resource website, you need to carry out as many of the promotional tips listed below as possible. This will maximize your content's visibility, which can lead to more traffic, which can lead to more conversions. Do SEO outreach. Once you have a new blog post, look for blogs that link to blog posts that rank high for your target keyword. Your blog post has a target keyword. Look up the blog posts that rank high for your target keyword and then load their URLs into backlink checkers like ahrefs.com. This tool will tell you which websites are linking to the websites that already rank for your target keyword. You then reach out to these other sites and ask them to link to you as well. After all, they're already linking to content that is very similar to yours. You just need to persuade them to link to you as well because your content is more superior than your competitors. Share on Facebook pages. Not only should you share your original content on your own Facebook page, but you should also share the link of your content on other Facebook pages. Some Facebook pages will allow you to do this. Others will only allow you to do this in the comment section. Whatever the case may be, share your stuff on niche-related Facebook pages. The key here is that they must be related to your niche. Share your Facebook page post URL on Facebook groups. Once you have shared your original content's link on your official Facebook fan page, your next move should be to take the link to that Facebook page post and share it on niche-related Facebook groups. These are groups of people who are interested in your niche. So, go to these groups, engage with people, and then drop your link to your page. Tweet shortened links on Twitter. When you post content on Twitter, there's a preview that shows up. Share your stuff on Twitter, but make sure you always use at least 2 niche-related hashtags. The hashtag is the secret to visibility on Twitter. Also, use target keywords in the description of your posted link on Twitter. Tweet snippets and questions on Twitter. Look through your content and see if you can find certain questions and copy and paste a small block of text that answers the question. Fit all of these into a tweet along with a shortened link to your original post and a hashtag or 2. Rotate among these hashtags. These question tweets can give you a bit of visibility on Twitter. Find related questions on Quora and post answers from your content. Looking through your blog post, see if you can come up with as many different related questions that your blog answers. You then search for these questions on Quora or find related questions. Post your answer and then link to your blog post as a resource. There's a technique to this. You can't just drop your link each and every time. Chances are you will get banned. Instead, you need to mask your link by mixing in other third-party high-quality links. Add in a little bit of Wikipedia or any other authoritative website. Also, make sure that the vast majority of your answers do not have anything to do with your own content. Because if Quora finds out that all your answers have a link to the same or different pages on your website, you will probably get banned. This is why I suggest that you restrict posts involving your content to a maximum of 20% of your posts. For the rest of your posts, engage naturally and share your expertise. Post your content on LinkedIn. There are many different people on LinkedIn who are interested in a wide range of niches. Post your blog post link on LinkedIn to get targeted traffic. Pictures. Convert your blog post into some sort of picture. Maybe it's a diagram, or maybe it's the header image of your post with some explanatory text. Whatever the case may be, create one picture that summarizes what the post is about. Promote this picture using the resources below. Post on Pinterest. Before you do this, look for your competitors on Pinterest. Pay attention to their tags. Reverse engineer those tags. Apply those tags to your picture on Pinterest, and then link your picture to the actual blog post that picture refers to. Post on Facebook. You can share pictures on Facebook groups as well as Facebook pages, but when you do this, always include more info. Link additional text. Do this for direct posts on Facebook groups, comments on Facebook groups, specific posts on pages on Facebook, as well as comments on pages. Post your picture on Twitter. Twitter also allows for picture posting. Post your picture on Twitter, but make sure you rotate niche-related hashtags each time you post. I would suggest that you use a scheduler software to post on Twitter at different times of the day to maximize visibility and reach. Post on Instagram. Use the same tips regarding hashtags above when posting on Instagram. The key here is to find as many different niche-related hashtags and target those. Also, post a comment on Instagram that builds interest in your picture. It's important to put in the description a non-clickable URL. This way, people can load into their browser the URL if they're intrigued by the photo you shared. Videos. You can convert blog posts into videos by turning the key points of the blog post into a short script. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be as short as 100 words, which is good for about a minute of video. You can then create a slideshow out of this script with voiceover. You can search for services on Fiverr.com that offer this video creation service. They would read your blog post, come up with a short script, and create a slideshow based on the script using royalty-free pictures. They would then use a voiceover and some music to create your video. You take this video and upload it to YouTube. Make sure you pick your niche keywords as your tags. Also make sure you categorize your videos correctly. Upload to Instagram. You can also upload your videos on Instagram. Again, use the same tag and URL mention tips I shared in the picture section above. Twitter. Twitter also allows for video. Make sure you rotate niche-related hashtags. Facebook. You can upload a direct video to your Facebook page account. You should then promote the direct link to your Facebook page account by sharing in many different groups and other pages. Distribute your content in existing niche-related online communities. Using the videos, pictures, and blog post links you created above, go to the following places to promote your materials. Forums. Make sure you target only forums that are directly related to your niche or closely related to them. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. Alternatively, you can find forums that have a general discussion section. These are sections where people talk about a wide range of subjects that may be off topic. You can promote your stuff there, but you have to be careful. Sometimes people are so touchy that they can get you banned. So make sure you engage and achieve some level of credibility first before dropping a link. Facebook groups and pages. See the tips I shared in the Facebook sections of videos, pictures, and blog posts mentioned above. What's important is that you focus on niche-specific groups and pages. Twitter hashtags. Make sure that you reverse engineer your competitors and look at the hashtags that they're using. Rotate among these hashtags and try to figure out which hashtags are producing the most visibility for your content on that platform. This is not easy to do. You need to come up with a way to track which hashtags got the most engagement. I would suggest that you create some sort of contest where people would have to self-report the hashtag that they saw with your content to participate in the contest. This is a sneaky way of gauging the reach and visibility made possible by your hashtag choices. YouTube channel videos comments. Search for your niche keywords on YouTube. You should be able to find lots of videos related to your niche. Don't worry about the competition. Instead, make the competition work for you. How? Look at their comments section and post really insightful stuff about their video. Do not post a link. Post as your channel. If they like what you posted and think you're some sort of genius, they probably would click on your account name. When they click on your account name, they find themselves in your channel. That's where you can brand them. That's where you can get them to watch your own videos. How to become a niche authority quickly. As I mentioned previously in this training, you need to get a community to develop organically around your brand if you want to be successful online. It doesn't matter whether you have a blog that is attached to an online store, you just have a resource website, or you're building some sort of authority platform. You need to develop authority. How do you do this? In as short a time as possible, keep the following ideas in mind. First, you need to adopt the right mindset. It's very easy to think that for you to succeed, somebody else has to fail. It's easy to think that all the resources available online can be reduced to some sort of pie. For your slice of these resources and online success to increase, somebody's slice has got to get smaller. Get rid of that mindset. Instead, look to expand the size of the pie. If you want another analogy, look to create a rising tide that lifts all boats. Both these analogies lead to the same place. It's all about creating a win-win solution. For you to win, somebody doesn't necessarily have to lose. You can cooperate so you can mutually benefit. Get the idea? Good. You will need it. Interview your way to the top. By this point, you should have already reverse engineered your competitors so you know who is authoritative and credible in your niche. Find those people and ask them if you can interview them. Now, you're not going to be interviewing them one by one. You're not giving any custom interviews with customized questions. Instead, you're just going to give them a questionnaire and you're going to be publishing their answers. When you do this, you create niche-specific authoritative content that targets certain keywords. This leads to more search engine traffic to your website. Sure, it's self-promotional because this content has a link to whoever it is you interviewed, but this creates a win-win situation. You get more search engine traffic and they get a nice backlink. When you do this, you also get free content. People would love to share with you a guest post that they may have come up with. They might share with an authoritative infographic. Whatever the case may be, this content is self-promotional because they expect a link in return. But it, again, gives you free content. Let me tell you, high-quality authoritative content is not cheap. Additionally, when you interview the movers and shakers in your niche, you get on the radar with these people. This opens the doors to more future deals like guest posts and group blogging. Finally, when you link out to their websites, which obviously have a higher authority level than your site, you actually get an SEO boost. This is called the Hilltop Update from Google. Hire a virtual assistant to get interviews. So, how do you interview your way to the top? Well, you can do things for yourself, or you can hire a VA from a service like CongoPlus.com. The virtual assistants from this service are a very affordable $30 per day. You can hire them on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you hire them for 2 days, or maybe 1 day. It's all up to you. They are very talented, eager, and motivated. You can instruct them to find all blogs and other resource sites in your niche. You then tell them what kind of information to look for and how to filter the info. They will look for experts who run their own blogs in your niche. They will get their first name and last name, as well as their email address and social media accounts. Once they have this information, you supply them with an interview questionnaire template. This is the email template that pitches them to be interviewed by you. Essentially, you are telling your VAs to open the interview sale for you, and you close it when recipients of your emails respond using their email address, including the template that you've given your virtual assistants. What else should you ask for? Well, in addition to the interview, ask them to guest post on your website and ask them for a piece of content that you will pitch to other sites. This is crucial because when they give you that piece of content and you get to publish another blog, that content will not only have a link to your interviewee's website, but it will also have a link to your site. Sounds awesome, right? Believe it or not, when you set up interviews in your niche, you kill many birds with one stone. It truly is amazing. You can generate content and also set up traffic later on. For maximum SEO, get .edu links like a champ. Make no mistake, .edu links, with everything else being equal, are some of the most powerful links you can get to your website as far as SEO is concerned. No joke. How come? Well, first of all, they're usually harder to get unless you know what you're doing. This is due to the fact that .edu links have a long association with quality, trustworthy content. After all, only educational organizations can get a .edu domain. Anybody applying for a .edu domain has to jump through many hoops regarding their qualification as a bona fide educational institution. Also, .edu sites tend to be older. They tend to be around longer, so their content has had more of a chance to build authority over the years. It's a great idea to get as many .edu links to your website as possible. Follow the steps below. Step number 1, create resource-worthy articles in your niche. The first step is to create high-quality content in your niche. This content basically must blow away 99% of your competitors. The good news is, you only need to create a handful of these. Step number 2, find .edu resource links that link to resources like yours. Look for college, university, or other educational instituted-related websites that already link to resources that you have put up on your site. You can use this strength search site, .edu plus your keyword in URL, resources. Enter the search phrase into Google, look for the contact information of the resulting resource pages, and pitch them to link to your resource pages. Step number 3, find professors who have written about the topics you talk about in your resource and interview them. Reach out to professors and get them to link to you by interviewing them for your resource page. You don't need to tell them that you're not going to link out to them. They don't need to know that. Just tell them that you are basically going to mention them because you are going to be featuring their interview in your resource page. Once you have gotten the interview, paste it into your existing resource and then notify them via email that you've mentioned them on your website. Usually, professors love seeing their names mentioned in authoritative sites. In fact, they like this so much that they would link to you from their .edu blogs. Go to Google, search for yourkeywords.edu. This should show quite a number of academic papers, as well as researchers who have a profile page with certain resources that cite their work. Don't bother targeting professors that don't have these profile pages posted on .edu domains. Step number 4, create a scholarship page with a working form and a deadline. Step number 5, look for scholarship sites listing schools' scholarship resource pages. Find these resource pages and make sure your scholarship conforms to the format and award amounts of these schools' scholarship listing. Contact the schools to get your scholarship listed. It's very important to make sure that your scholarship is not some sort of scam. It has to be a real scholarship. You also have to be clear about your awards criteria, how exactly you're going to pick the winner of the scholarship. Step number 6, reach out to students who have .edu blogs and ask them to write about your resource. You can pay them, or you can basically appeal to their willingness to support your resource website. Step number 7, offer schools specific discounts on your merchandise. Use this only if you have a niche brand monetized with a dropshipping website. You need to find colleges that offer student discounts. Reach out to these colleges and ask them to list your discount page on their resource pages. It's important that you honor the discounts that you're giving to students from that school. Monetize your brand systematically. Start with reverse engineering your competitors. The first thing that you do is look at what everybody else is doing. Look at your competitors. How do you think they make money from their websites? You already have your list of competitors. Visit each and every one of them and look at their ads. Write down your notes and collate them for all your competitors. What do they all have in common? Look up your competition's industry standard monetization model on the list below. AdSense. AdSense is an advertising platform owned and run by Google that pays per click. When AdSense detects text on a page, it will then try to show ads targeting that text. This is called contextual advertising. Advantages. It's fairly easy to get an AdSense account, especially if you live in the United States. Another awesome advantage of AdSense is that they have such a massive network of advertisers that you don't have to worry about finding advertising for whatever content you have. Chances are, there's already an advertiser looking to show their ads on pages that contain your type of content. Disadvantages. While AdSense does pay you per click, depending on the content you have on your pages, you might not get that much money per click. It's not unusual to get a few pennies per click. The rate really depends on where your traffic is coming from and the keywords you are targeting. Another big disadvantage to AdSense is that it is very traffic dependent. If you're just starting out and you don't have much traffic volume, AdSense is probably going to pay you very little money. There are ways around this. You can strategically place your ads. You can also make sure that you're targeting only high-value keywords and try really hard to get mostly American or British traffic. But given all the variability and randomness of AdSense ads, you really are at the mercy of its algorithm. Amazon Affiliate Program. You can place Amazon affiliate product ads all over your web pages. These would show different products. When people click and they buy something from Amazon, you earn a commission that can vary quite a bit. Advantages. Amazon covers a huge number of product categories. It's almost unimaginable that your niche is not going to fit under one of these categories. Accordingly, you can sell physical products related to your niche. This goes a long way in somehow supplementing the content of your niche because not only would people learn how to do certain things or solve problems, but they could actually click on an ad that physically solves their problem. Another key advantage to this program is that usually people do not just buy one product. They often look at other related products to supplement the product that they are buying. If they buy any other type of product, you get a commission on that as well. It's not unusual for website owners to earn hundreds of dollars every month on a very passive basis because the people that they attract to their website end up buying a wide range of products on Amazon. Disadvantages. The big disadvantage to the Amazon affiliate program is that people actually have to buy something for you to make money. Also, sometimes, there is not really a tight fit between your content and products your visitors might be interested in. In that situation, they are less likely to click on Amazon ads. Finally, Amazon is quite stingy on certain types of products. If your niche fits into these low-commission products, you're not going to make as much money from Amazon as you would using other monetization models. CPA program. CPA stands for Cost Per Acquisition. You join an affiliate program and you get a link to products or services offered by businesses who have enrolled in that affiliate program. If you show these ads on your website and when people click on them and buy something, you earn a commission. Advantages. The big advantage to this type of monetization method is the fact that you can select affiliate sponsors based on how much they pay. It can get quite lucrative. For example, there are gold IRA affiliate programs out there that pay thousands of dollars per sale. You can earn a lot of money pushing those programs. Disadvantages. The big disadvantage to these types of programs is that you pretty much take all the risk. You generate traffic. You show the ads. If someone buys, great, you make money. The problem is, prior to that point, you're taking all the risk. Usually, the more expensive the product, the higher the commission, but also the less likely people would buy stuff. Another disadvantage of this type of model is the fact that you are at the mercy of the conversion page of your sponsor. What if they don't know what they're doing? What if they are lazy and just put up a sales page that converts way below its fullest potential? You end up taking the hit, not them. Email of zip code CPA programs. This monetization model pays you money every time people you send from your website to fill out an email form or enter their zip code. These forms can get quite complicated. Some forms ask for a lot of information. Other forms have 2 pages. Generally speaking, the less information the CPA, email, or zip code form requires, the less money you make. The more information it asks for, the more money you make. Advantages. The big advantage of form-based CPA is that people don't have to buy anything. They just have to enter their email address or zip code or fill out a form, and you get paid. Of course, this assumes that these entries are real and not fraudulent. Also, there's a lot of testing going on to make sure that you are not just defrauding the program. Another big advantage to this type of monetization model is the fact that it's very flexible. You can drive traffic from your properties to these forms in a variety of ways as long as it's approved by the program. Disadvantages. The simpler the form and the less fields it has, the less money you make. But thankfully, this is more than offset by the fact that this is a fairly easy way to make 25 cents per email collected or 50 cents per zip code collected. Compare this with making a few cents per click on AdSense. Another big disadvantage is that this type of program favors traffic coming from relatively few countries. If your traffic is mostly American or British, you would do well with this type of program. However, if your traffic comes from developing economies, then these programs are usually not available to you. The ads won't show up at all if you force them to show up and people click through without a proxy. They go to a blind page or a warning page. ClickBank JVZoo programs. ClickBank and JVZoo are affiliate programs that sell mostly digital products like books and software. These programs have made quite a name for themselves because they offer a wide range of digital products you can sell on an affiliate model basis. People usually have to buy something for you to get paid. Advantages. Depending on your niche, these platforms can give you access to a wide range of products your audience members may appreciate. These platforms also work best with a mailing list. If you are converting a lot of your website visitors into list members, show the ads for JVZoo and ClickBank, and they may convert. The great thing about these platforms is that they are never short on product launches. This brings me to another crucial advantage they bring to the table. If you know that a new product is launching on these platforms, you can beat the competition by building a little page or a blog post around the upcoming launch product. Disadvantages. The big disadvantage to this model is that you are penalized for refunds. If somebody buys a product, you get all excited because the statistics page shows that you are going to be getting a commission. Unfortunately, when you check back 2 weeks later, you get discouraged because you find out that that person refunded. Publish your own Kindle books and sell them on your brand websites. Sell books that you yourself wrote or you outsource to places like Ozkey.org. The great thing about selling your own books is the fact that you will sell products that are directly related to the content of your websites. There is no guesswork. You're not worrying whether the ads that you are showing will fit the content of your pages. Since you control what you write in your book, you can bet that there is going to be a direct connection. You can even be very aggressive with your website's ads to promote your book. Advantages. You pretty much run the show. You can promote your Kindle book with text links or graphic links. You can hold all sorts of giveaways to get people to buy your book. You give yourself a tremendous amount of options to market your book because you control the playing field. Disadvantages. Please understand that in the context of this method, Kindle is just a distribution platform for your Kindle book. That's all it is. The heavy lifting as far as selling goes is all up to you. You have to make it happen. Nobody is going to help you. Selling your own digital products. Besides Kindle, there are all sorts of digital products you can sell on your website. You can sell templates. These are all downloadable. You can sell graphics or even software. As long as it's digital and downloadable, you can sell it on your site. Advantages. The big advantage that you get selling your own digital products is you get passive income. You create a product once and then you sell it many times over on your website. Who can argue with that? What's not to love? You also control the platform. You can talk about your products all you want. You can create podcasts, videos, pictures, knock yourself out. You are in full control. Finally, you control the conversion mechanisms of this process. I can't emphasize this enough. My biggest complaint about affiliate programs, whether it's Amazon, ClickBank, or elsewhere, is that sometimes the conversion page or landing page doesn't do a good job. I work really hard to drive traffic from my website, but somehow it falls flat. Disadvantages. The key disadvantage with this monetization method is the same as selling your own Kindle books. You must have set up a high converting platform first. If you don't bother to do that first, then chances are your products are not going to sell. Make sure you tighten up your website first and qualify your traffic so everything works out. Otherwise, you're just going to be wasting your time. Offer your own dropship store. This is my personal favorite. As awesome as your brand may be, you need some physical products to sell with your brand. You need branded stuff to promote. When you open a dropship store that has your brand and carries products that you talk about on all your websites, you not only make money from each product sale, but you also get to brand your audience members. How many people do you see in any given day walking around with a Nike logo on an article of clothing? How many people do you see walking around in shoes, have a prominent logo? These people are walking billboards. Think along these lines when considering building your own dropship store. This can be a branding goldmine. You worked hard to build an online community around your brand. It really would be sad to see all that effort go up in smoke because you did not take the next step and offer physical products that carry your brand. This monetization model is really something that you should reserve until the very end. This is the key. If you do this early on, your brand may still not be airtight. You may not be qualifying your traffic well enough. There are just so many things that could go wrong. Owning your own dropship store also carries some costs. It's not free. So do yourself a big favor and make sure that your brand is set up properly before you venture into physical products. Mix and match among the different monetization models above and see which works best for your brand. Scale up the ones that are working and get rid of the ones that fall flat. Conclusion. You now have all the information you need to get started with a system-based approach to niche marketing. Using a system enables you to achieve more predictable success you can duplicate, not just with your current niche, but with other niches as well. This training lays out the key starting points. Fill them out as you implement them. Keep tweaking them to maximize their effectiveness. To your great success.